6 touchdowns in a college football playoff game. Just a few weeks ago, this team was 4-3. Their problem isn't talent. It's about knowing when to stop forcing and trust the system.
This wasn't the plan. Coming into the season, it actually felt like we were in a good place. We had a highly talented four-star junior at quarterback, someone with experience, arm talent, and he looked ready. I mean, hell, I expected him to be the next great Oklahoma gunslinger. And at the time, it didn't feel broken. 5 games in, nothing felt settled. And the worst part was, it wasn't obvious why. Every drive felt like it should work until it didn't. Drive stalled. Momentum disappeared. But more than that, there was hesitation. Hesitation before the snap, hesitation in the pocket. And when a team starts hesitating, every possession feels heavier than it should.
We were 4-3 on the season at this point, and all of our confidence we started with at the beginning of the season was starting to slip. And here's where I made a decision that honestly could have cost us some wins. I mean, you don't typically see these type of guys getting opportunities at big time programs, but I wanted to see what I had at quarterback and was willing to live with the result of that. We turned to a redshirt freshman, a 3-star quarterback, someone who wasn't even supposed to play this year. And yeah, there's a risk in going with him as our starter moving forward. Because when the season starts slipping, you don't typically just hand the reins over to some young cat. But what stood out when I put him in, the offense just felt calm. It felt normal. I wasn't trying to save the season. I wasn't forcing throws. I just felt comfortable. Because we were willing to go with a young guy at quarterback, it really shifted my perspective on how I was building this team. Instead of asking if certain players were ready, I was asking, am I building the right system? Like, it shouldn't be about one player or about two specific players. It should be about the system. Whatever the system is, I could plug any player in. We should be successful. But what I also realized pretty quickly was the offense didn't ask the young quarterback to be special. It just asked him to be patient. We let motion reveal the defense. We trust our spacing and just take what the defense gives us. For a young quarterback, that changed everything. Then came the playoff. This is where young quarterbacks usually break, but not our guy. 6 touchdowns, 400 yards. It didn't feel like a breakout game. It felt more like a statement, but he balled out. People will look at the stat line and say this was about talent. It definitely wasn't. It was about trusting the system, trusting our players, trusting patience when everything around you says to force it. Most people think winning comes from doing more. This season reminded me sometimes the hardest decision isn't action, it's patience and trusting what already works. And also, this thing is a game in inches. Want to know more about the system I'm referring to in this video? Check out my breakdown on the Debo offense and what makes it so hard to stop. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe. I've got more content like this on the way. Peace.